Hey, welcome back to Detail It. Today, I'm going to apply this Shield Flight by Aero on this placard. Half the placard over on the bumper and the headlight. And then maybe later in the week, I'll give you guys some updates if it's helping me like during my debugging process. So I figured since I had to come to work and do some work on Sunday, that I'd make it work for me. Go ahead and shoot a little video. We don't want to get too crazy here, but what I did is I used O&R on the bumper, the headlight, and the rock shield up there on the fender, the rock guard. And I used a little skinny scrubber. You can get these at Shine Supply or Auto Fiber. And I used O&R here. Then I went over it with the non-acid wheel cleaner by Nanoskin that I picked up at Mirror, just to kind of try to get rid of some of those streaking water spots, which I hate that I'm going to apply this over those spots. But in reality, I didn't bring any of my acid. I didn't bring any of my polish to clean that up before I apply this ceramic coating. So this flight coating right here, I'm considering doing Aero on my wife's car. There's 2 or 3 coatings that I'm considering right now. And if this one's pretty impressive, I might opt for this one. I'm not sure yet. There's 2 that I'm leaning towards hardcore. One that I really wanted, but they can't get it bottled right now. They're having a heck of a time getting it bottled. I guess supplies short on the bottling, or bottler. Don't know the whole story there, but I just know that it's giving them fits and they can't seem to get it done. It's not they're doing, it's the bottlers. Anyway, let's just get on this. It says to put a dime size on it. Now, what Aero has is a unique 4-2 system. So you put it on, let it dwell 4 minutes, level it, 3 to 4 minutes, level it, wait 2 more, buff it off. So this is my first attempt, and this is their advanced SiO2 wax ceramic coating wipe on, wipe off. So let's just get with it, see what happens. Here we go. I brought a terry cloth applicator. These are cheap. These are like 90 cents a piece or something. So I figured if I use it and it's no good, I'll throw it out. No big deal. This is what the flight coating looks like. Aero Shield Flight, or Flight Shield. Flight Shield, I think is how it goes. But upon talking to these guys, I mean, their marketing is impressive. We'll just see what this stuff's all about. And it says it has quite a bit. It doesn't give a percentage. What is the exact word? It says it has a modest amount of SiO2 in it, and SiO2 is 10 times stronger than carnauba, which most detailers know that. But so this has a modest amount. So that's up to your interpretation. What is modest? I don't know. Could it be 2%, 10, 15, 20, 30? I don't know that. But it says to apply a dime size. Do a section at a time, so I'm going to consider this whole half a placard over as a section. And then I'll do this and the headlight separately. Wait 2 to 3 minutes. It smells very chemical. Does it? Okay, I didn't know the viscosity of this. So it's very runny. Okay, then we're just going to go with that, because I was kneading it, hoping that it wouldn't be too runny, but this stuff's very runny. It goes on very easy, and a little really does go a long ways. And then if you want updates, guys and gals, hit me up later this week and I'll tell you if this is working on helping me debug. Truck drivers, this might be a dreamy product. If it helps you debug, it's worth it. Plus it's going to protect your surface. And if you want, and you can get more day-by-day updates, you can follow me on Instagram, to Detail It on Instagram, and you can DM me. I can tell you daily how this is working. It's making my life harder, if it's working at all. So So to detail it, DM me and we'll go from there. And I don't think that this section was how it was supposed to be. That was more like syrup right there. That second dollop was more like syrup. That's probably what it's supposed to look like. So we'll just remember the second section was on the headlight and the rock guard, and we'll see how these perform. This was a little more viscous than that. That was way watery. And I do not have my stopwatch with me, so we're just going to have to go with it. I think it's already been a couple minutes on this section. All right, and this is going in the garbage, so pa-pow, right on the ground. Oh my God, you did that thing. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it away. Not even gonna risk it. So I'm gonna just say it's been at least a minute or two on this. I don't have my stopwatch. I wish I did. So you go 4 minutes level, 2 more, then buff off. This is dead air time. I'm sorry. I apologize. But you know what? It makes sense to let it dwell 6 total minutes, right? To bond to the surface you're putting it on. So it's very chemical smelling. So I have high hopes that it's going to work, because if it smelled like vanilla ice cream, I might think, well, it's not going to work, man. It's like candy. But let's see. Not that smells mean anything, but it's kind of psychosomatic, right? It smells chemically, so I have hope that it's going to work. And after all, these guys are known for application to airplanes, which put up with a lot more grime and high-speed droppings and moisture and heat, I mean, than a car would. So let's just see. I'm going to go ahead and level this. If you guys are out there on a stopwatch, somebody out there probably is. That's fine. You can tell me how I didn't wait long enough. And next time, if I do this one again on a car, I'll be sure to have my stopwatch with me. Okay, so upon leveling it, you can tell it is kind of smoothing out because the tone changed. It's a different tone. It looks like shadowing a little bit, slight shadowing. Up here, I have what looks like probably some staining because I didn't clean this rock guard that good. The headlight looks fantastic right now, and the bumper's hard to tell because of all those stains, right? All the water drops and runs that were stained into this bumper. But we're going to have a good comparison through the week. We'll see how this goes. Stay tuned, guys. Really, subscribe to the channel, share this, put it out on social media. Follow me at To Detail It on Instagram, Detail It on YouTube, and get your update. This might blow your mind. I mean, this may be so impressive that, I mean, these guys are known, but I don't hear a lot of buzz about Aero. So, I was talking to a local detailer. He told me about Aero. He asked me if I heard of them. I said, yes, I actually have. I'm going to give them a shot and just see. So if this impresses me, I mean, I might coat the missus car with this. All right, let's go ahead and buff it off. All right, guys, honestly, right now, I can't tell any difference at all. I don't see any different tones or pitches or shadowing on any of this stuff. I will tell you that placard feels slick. I mean, not to the hand, but with the microfiber, that feels very slippery. That's kind of cool. Headlight's popping, looking really great. And the rock guard doesn't look that great, but that's lack of prep. This whole thing needs to be polished probably. Needs to be hit with a mild acid and polished to really properly prep it. I'm really just kind of irritated at myself for not getting those out. Anyway, guys, there's some definite shadowing there. And streaking, but that's in the rock guard. I don't think that's the coating. So the headlights look clean, super clean. And under a towel, this stuff is super slick. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So let's get a picture of this again. This is the Aero Shield Flight, or Flight Shield coating. This is a kind of like, it's not really a wow. They say wipe on, wipe off, but you do have to let it dwell. So it's a total of 6 minutes. 4 minutes you level. 2 minutes after the leveling, you remove it. So guys, give me a follow, give me some comments. Hit me up on Instagram to detail it, and I'll give you a blow by blow. Hopefully this helps me get those bugs off of this portion of the bumper and the headlight through the week. I'll let you know. This might be the way to go, and this whole front end of this Peterbilt and the glass will probably get this if it works. We'll see. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care.